what's up? In my video, I will do the top 5 Andretti fails hit Indy. Obviously, the Andretti curse is a curse between Mario, Michael, Marco, John, and Jeff Andretti, and it is obviously a real thing, and it's been going on for since Mario got there. So it's crazy how how it happened. But today I will rank the top 5 worst, and so I'll be explaining them as well. So coming at number 5, I have 1985. So this is the race where Mario was leading most of the race, and Danny Sullivan passes him, and then when he passed him, his car went out of control, barely, like he spun his car. So if his car's like this, he spun it, and it barely barely did not hit the wall, and Danny Sullivan ended up coming back. I think it was like 10 laps later. Sullivan ended up winning, passing Mario, and won his Indy 500. And I think Mario finished second that day. So yeah. Number 4, I have 1981. Now this is one where Mario Andretti, so Bobby Unser basically led most of that race, and him and Mario were kind of swapping all day. Sorry. And anyway, Bobby was coming off the pit lane during a yellow, and there was a whole bunch of like lap cars or a whole bunch of like cars, and Bobby probably passed 10 of them and then got back on the track, which you're not allowed to do, and they did not penalize him because ABC, the broadcast, didn't catch him. And basically, Bobby Unser drank the milk and kissed the bricks that day and was in victory lane. But the next day they reviewed the footage from the track, and they announced Mario the winner, and it was a big thing, And then 6 months later, I think it was Penske, Bobby was driving with, took the film to court, and they announced Bobby Unser had won his third Indy 500, and Mario still only had one. So that that's just the Andretti luck right there. Number 3, I have 1987. Now I also think that Michael crashed out of this race as well, but the main story was Mario had a 2-lap lead on the entire field. He had a 2-lap lead on Roberto Guerrero, who's the second place car, and he had a 3-lap lead on the third place car, Al Unser. Now Roberto and Michael Andretti, or not Michael, Mario blew an engine 3 laps. He had a 2-lap lead on the entire field, and so that means Roberto would have had to pass him twice to win. But Mario, again, the Andretti luck, his engine blew, and Roberto passed him. But this is also the Roberto Guerrero luck at Indy. He was gonna win because he had a lap lead on Al Unser Sr. and Roberto's pit crew stalled him in the pits, and he couldn't get the fuel hose to plug in, and Roberto Guerrero sat in the pits, and Al Unser beat him off, and Al Unser ended up winning the Indy. He won his 4th Indy 500. Coming in at number 2, I have 2006. Now this is the race where the Penske's it was Dan Weldon and Sam Hornish early. They were the 2 cars that were probably the 2 best, and late in the race, Michael and Marco were right there, and on the restart, you had the first place car, Michael Andretti, and then you had the lap car, Brian Herta, and you have and then I think you have another lap car, I think it was Scott Sharp, and then you have Marco Andretti and Sam Hornish. So restart, kicks, Michael is leading, and Michael, he leads the first lap. Herta is holding off Scott Sharp, and he's trying to hold back Marco as well. And then Marco gets past Herta, and then coming in, I think it was 3 to go. Marco just takes his dad in turn 1 and basically looked like he's gonna run away with it. all the announcers thought, this 19-year-old sensation, is gonna win his first Indy 500. And then coming in, I think it was two laps to go. Hornish gets a run, and Marco absolutely slams the door on him. Marco slams the door on him. It looks like it's over. Gets the white flag. He's coming. First three turns, good. Everyone thought he was gonna win, and then Hornish had a beautiful turn 3, and Hornish, got a run on him and beat him at the stripe. And Michael finished third. Michael has said before that he should have blocked more. I'm sure Herta thought he should have blocked for both of them as well. But, again, the Andretti luck. And at number 1, I have 1992. Now, early in this race, Michael Andretti absolutely dominated. Mario was up there too. Mario had some car troubles. And then later in the race, he ended up crashing. And Mario, he crashed. And he was staying in the local hospital. And then Jeff Andretti, brother to Michael, basically he got in a really nasty crash, and Michael said, I didn't know if the guy was alive or not. And then he's like, I'm gonna win this race for Jeff. And then again, he had probably I know he didn't have a lap on the field, but he was getting, I think he had a lap on the 4th place car. Anyway, Michael absolutely dominated, and with 11 to go, I think it was, Paul Page says, Michael is slowing. The rest of the field is coming past. And his car and his, I think it was his fuel line, broke. Michael Andretti does not win the Indy 500. And, if that's not the Andretti luck, I don't know what is. So, obviously, Marco has had some terrible runs of the 500. But this year, he's had the fastest car in, I think, 3 of the practices. And he's obviously on the pole. So this is, I think, the best chance for the Andretti curse to end. But I would not bet on Marco because the name Andretti's cursed. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys liked my little video. And yeah, so goodbye.